Pulling the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, pulling the wrist, I never switch. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone.
Set, 18, Gator. Hey, check. Shoot.
And incomplete to open things up.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
We own them.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. And Ingram hauls it in. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Looking to throw, Purdy. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. 180! 54! I got you.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Switch up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All day, dog.
Hey, gun.
Mike 54. Check back.
Flag!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, complete. Richardson has him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here we go. Black 80! Black 54! 21.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Detroit.
Here we go. 180! 6!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready? 60 or.
In your face.
5.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 8, read.
Get up.
Yes.
Motion to the backfield.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go. 180!
50 seconds to mine. Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
On first down, Swift, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Check line 54, line 54. I got one.
13!
54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jeff Driscoll, 30 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
53's mine. Hey, me and you are smooth. I'm coming up. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop. Let's go.
Off play action. Purdy. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're running it.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Galladay, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
White. Hey, check. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the 45 on second down. Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
12. Check. 5.
Focus, defense.
Garoppolo. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
Check, he's coming.
Snap.
From the gun, Purdy. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Set. 10 Lobo.
All right, T. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha.
40, Mike, 40.
5.
From the gun on third down, Purdy. Open man right side is Ingram. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back to throw. Purdy escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
To throw again. Purdy. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go one more.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go!
54,
Now Garoppolo. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is fielded at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Kill.
General West. Let's go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
51, Mike 51. You're not ready.
From the gun, Purdy. It's caught, Shepard. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready? 8, read.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Move it.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Purdy. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Swift, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update now from down in Miami. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Ready. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D, get up.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 40. Hey, we heavy on the end.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Purdy. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
54 Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nick Perry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, gun. Hey, check Mike 57.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check 6 guys. Check 26. Check 26.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, tried to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Hey, Delta. I got you.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
11.
Check.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And Amendola with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Garoppolo now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone.
Here we go.
He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. They're by the wayside on that one.
Watching you guys.
Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
65.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Garoppolo now. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, gun.
I got you. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.